We're bland.
Bland on the run.
Oh well.
And does that hurt you? Do the critics hurt you?
No.
No, they don't. They're really very good. I mean, I think that's the first kind of, funny criticism we've had, and I think, it sometimes is a measure of how well you've done. If people start criticizing you,
you're there to be knocked
if you're not
down.
being talked about, you're obviously not successful. So I think it's a good thing. We find it funny. We actually do bland on the road or something, or bland on the run,
or something.
and I think it's funny. Bland.
But really, I mean, we feel so lucky, that we could do this, right? We can do what we love to do, which is to write and play and perform and get up on stage together, right, and have a laugh, and people actually enjoy it and love the music and get a good feeling off it. I mean, that's why we're doing it. We're doing it because we love it.
But there was a time when I've been meeting you on and off since the release of the first album, and there were times when you were actually dog-tired. I mean, you were working so hard, and you gave me your schedule one time, and it was over to Spain, back, do something in studio, then back over to Spain again, just for one appearance, and then off to somewhere else in the world. And like, it was ridiculously grueling, ridiculously demanding. I mean, was there a time when you thought, is this worth it?
Well, I think there's so many facets to the music industry that, there is a time when you get to an end of a tour and you are really, really tired because you've just toured everywhere, and that just happens. But then you get a new lease of life when you do like what we've done now is a new album. And I think getting up and performing those songs now is like a new lease of life for us, so it gives you something extra.
Sharon, what's the target for this album? I mean, 2 million the last one. What's the target, realistically now?
Well, we would like to better that this time. We would like to maintain the fan base that we already have with Forgiven Not Forgotten, and then we would like to increase on that. This time we'd really like to get England this time, because last time it was good, but we would really like to have a hit single, hit album.
You got a big
in England.
Review on Sky News there recently.
That's right.
Fantastic stuff. You never read anything about you guys and falling in love with handsome Australians or whatever. I mean, what about Romance on the Run?
Well, it's
Bland on the Run.
It's all on that, but you're taken.
I'm taken.
And it's all very squeaky clean with us,
No, but seriously, I mean, just you're on the road all the time. You're in the air, I suppose, a lot of the time. No chance to actually have relationships, have private lives, or can you tell me something you haven't told anybody else? Jim is saying it's like a Cheshire cat.
It is the compromise that you make in this business, because we're working so hard. You don't get a chance to sustain any form of a relationship, and unfortunately, you might meet somebody that you like on the road, but you're in one day, you're out the next, So, and that's just the way it goes. But
how long are you going to give this game? I mean, I've read somewhere that all of you want to have kids at some point. Obviously, for the women, there is a more urgent biological imperative than there would be for Jim, who can carry on till he's 90.
He probably would.
I don't know about that.
Flights aren't good for this.
Yeah,
but is it something on your minds? Yeah,
it is.
That you'd like to have families?
Yeah, I think we'd definitely like to have families. I mean, it's the most natural thing in the world. I mean, you can't deny what's natural, and, by trying to become a success. I mean, this is obviously not as important as real life and having a family.
Not as important as real life.
Could I interrupt for 1 minute?
Sure, yeah.
We have a surprise for you ourselves.
What is it?
And we'd just like to say thanks for your friendship and support over the years.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my goodness, I get one of these too.
You get one too.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, wow. I am deeply grateful because we've been friends a long time.
Well, we are.
Ever since the first time when you were doing this show and the van broke down on the way to the rehearsal. Remember that? I bet that doesn't happen anymore.
Not as much, no.
But you're keeping the thing at a scale, a human scale, and you seem to have kept your heads well and truly firmly on your shoulders without, losing.
Well, the way we, I think, look at it is that, everybody's got their lives and everything, and this is our life, but we're living day to day just like you are, right? It's a different thing, but it's about the journey, not the destination. That's how you're going on, and once you're, and I mean, we're very happy with this and doing it, and we're very happy with our lives right now. And you asked how long will we do this? Well, we'll do it as long as we're enjoying it, and people are likewise enjoying us.
Will you do more movies? I mean, we met your co-star, Jimmy Nail, whom you hadn't actually met
I
on
met
the
him
set.
tonight too.
And he's going to have David Foster producing his next album.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
there's all sorts of little connections tonight. Will you do another song for us?
We will.
From the album. What's it going to be?
I never loved you anyway.
That's track 4 on the album.
Yeah.
as I recall. Okay, I never
It's a
loved
cheeky
you
little number.
It's a nasty
the
song.
truth is out. The truth is out. They never loved me anyway. You get in your position.
Okay.
Well, before you go, I want to ask you. You carry on because I want to
Okay.
ask you something about an appearance tomorrow. Are you doing an appearance somewhere?
Oh, HMV on Grafton Street, and we're also on 2TV, but we're doing an in-store. We're
Are
playing
you
a few
actually going to play
acoustic
live
songs. Yes.
from the album HMV tomorrow? What time?
Oh dear, I should listen more.
What time?
What time?
folks? 2:30. 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
All right,
Yes,
Andrea.
I knew that.
Andrea, Sharon, Caroline, and Jim Corrs. The Corrs.